US Secretary Marco Rubio has spoken with External Affairs Minister Jaishankar as well as Prime Minister of Pakistan in separate calls and has urged both countries to de-escalate tensions. Mr. Rubio has also called on Pakistan to condemn the attack and cooperate with the investigation efforts in the case. My colleague Shiv joining us. While Shiv, the United States is assuring its support to India, but the United States has also dialed Pakistan's Prime Minister as well. And take us through the significance of this while reaching out to the External Affairs Minister here in India, but really going to the top command there in Pakistan while pledging the support and the backing that it has been siding with India since the very beginning, and also trying to reassure its stand here.
Secretary of State of the United States, Marco Rubio, spoke with Shehbaz Sharif, the Prime Minister, and India's External Affairs Minister, Dr. S. Jaishankar. The fact that Rubio dialed the Pakistani Prime Minister himself and not their Foreign Minister, tells you right off the bat where this relationship really stands. But following Donald Trump's comment last week, where he said he's very good friends with India, he's also very good friends with Pakistan, that itself came a couple of days after the Director of National Intelligence, Tulsi Gabbard, said that she supported India completely in its pursuit of those who perpetrated the Pahalgam terror attack, which was seen as a huge amount of support. Now, Marco Rubio is an interesting figure because he has always been very, very pro-India vis-a-vis China. As far as Pakistan is concerned, that particular relationship has always been complicated when it comes to the India-Pakistan, bilateral affair. And therefore, Secretary Marco Rubio has had to speak to leaders on both sides. I think it's going to be important not to overread, American support. I think a lot of people are tempted to leap at any claims of support for India like they did with Tulsi Gabbard's statement, and then just a couple of days later, Donald Trump made a much more equalizing kind of comment about India and Pakistan. But that only sort of emphasizes and accentuates the complex relationship that the United States has, its own compulsions in the AFPAC region. It depends on Pakistan in many ways for operational issues as far as Afghanistan is concerned. So nobody in their right mind should expect a sort of overt diplomatic support from the United States. It's always going to be this kind of fine diplomatic balancing, whether it is Trump, whether it is Rubio, and perhaps even from Tulsi Gabbard and Kash Patel. But I think it's important to realize, and our diplomatic and military machine and political leadership already know, that whatever action India needs to take, the world is on India's side. It doesn't need these impulsive and dramatic or emotional affirmations from these countries, because India, in whatever action it chooses to take against Pakistan, in most ways will be standing alone, and that's actually the best thing for it.